A lot of salt happening right now with HBO and Warner. So this is from yesterday. HBO Max, 29 to depart roles in Europe as Warner Brothers Discovery shifts to new originals model. There's a lot going on at Warner and Discovery right now because the two companies are merging. There's two different apps right now, HBO Max and Discovery. I think it's Discovery Plus. I don't know what it's called. But there's a Discovery app too. So they have two platforms that they're going to need to do something with. Now, that's a problem that I really do wonder how they're going to fix because of the fact that, well, I mean, there's two different platforms. You've got two different brands. How are you going to combine these without making a new app? And that's just going to lead to tons of confusion. DC's already done this with their DC Universe app. That rolled in to HBO Max, basically. And HBO's already done this twice as well. There used to just be the HBO Go, and then that became HBO Max, and then they got rid of HBO Go, and now you have to get HBO Max. It was a whole thing. And they weren't very straightforward with how to upgrade your account if you wanted HBO Max back in the day. Or maybe it was HBO Go and then there was HBO Plus or something where you didn't have to have cable and they wanted to change it to HBO Max. It was a big confusing mess. And now they're going to do it again with Discovery. So it's a mess. But one thing that's happening is a lot of cuts, a lot of changes, a lot of people losing their jobs, a lot of content getting pulled. And now there's this big push to say it's racist or something. So you have these laid off HBO Max executives who've been fired probably because, well, they weren't doing a good job. Let's be honest. Some of the shit on HBO Max is pretty bad. Some of it's okay. But, I mean, it's not like that app was doing good. There was a lot of bad decisions that have been made with HBO Max. I have a lot of complaints about the app. I think there's a lot of good content on the app, but I have a lot of complaints too. I think it's a very dated look, like the style of it, the way you search things. It's not very well done, and it shows in its leadership. Like the leadership there is just not good. So a lot of those people, they're out of there, gone. So now they're coming back and doing this. So this is from the Daily Beast, one of the wokest, leftist outlets out there. They put this as an exclusive for them. Laid off HBO Max execs reveal Warner Brothers Discovery is killing off diversity and courting middle America. The middle class, the people that have money, you mean? That can afford a bunch of different streaming outlets? Oh, no. They're maybe stepping back with all of the woke programming, which I think they are. And I want to be clear. I don't think all of the woke stuff is going away with Warner. But I do think that the quality of whatever they do is going to go up. I think they're going to really push making good shit, and they're going to take their time with it. And I think making overly woke stuff, I think that's done. Being super woke, super political, I think that's done. And one of the fired executives, by the way, so damn, I'm sure they're not salty about that, and I'm sure that's the reason why this article wasn't written. I'm sure they didn't do this because they're salty that they're fired. But this former executive points out, I think Discovery is just a very all audience. They don't want to make things that are political, topical, alienate middle America. More Chip and Joanna, they said, referring to the home renovation show Fixer Upper. Never watched it. Actually, I think I did in a dentist office once because they would only put this like safe programming on TV. Like I thought it was boring, but there's an audience for it. So who am I to complain that it shows a successful show? But the key thing there is they don't want to make things that are political or topical. These shows that want to bring Trump into everything, all of that bullshit. I think that's gone. I think that's done. I don't think we're going to see any more of that. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But the way things have been going with this David Zaslav guy make me think that there's a change coming to these platforms, and it's a welcome change. Basically, to sum up this article, is these former executives that were fired are salty they're fired, and salty that David Zaslav seems to want to not alienate a large portion of the country and wants to bring in successful stuff that will make everybody happy. That doesn't alienate people based on the way they vote or stuff like that. And they're salty that the company is no longer going to push stuff on diversity and turn off people. Basically, they're going to run Warner Brothers as a business. By the way, they refer to Warner Brothers as white bros. If that were the case, then why is it that this guy is being picked to basically be the Kevin Feige of the DCEU? And he actually has a pretty impressive resume. From what I understand, he is basically the reason that the Monsterverse was successful. I love the Monsterverse. He also worked on The Departed, Oliver Stone's Alexander, that animated TMNT movie, the CGI one, which is actually all right. Scooby-Doo 2, I didn't watch that one, but Sherlock Holmes, the Lego franchise, those are great shit. Those are great movies. Aladdin, not so much. But the guy has a decent resume. I'll give him a shot, see what he can do. You know, as long as he delivers good content, that's all I care about. So we'll see what he does. He's got a resume. Let's see what he does. So I'm willing to give him a chance, but this doesn't look like what they're saying over here. Okay? So we'll see what happens. But the salt surrounding Warner, I think, is so great and hilarious. These people are so salty that this guy's just trying to run it as a business instead of some ideologue company. And the meltdown over this has been fantastic. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.